Next level.
12 bold predictions for 2019 NFL training camps. It is impossible to be certain about any NFL team during training camp. There's so much. With that in mind, here are 12 predictions, some wilder than others, about what might take place over the next few months. AP photo / Adam Hunger. The Giants' quarterback battle, which the team will surely downplay, will be the most interesting one around the league. It's doubtlessly the Manning isn't likely to hold off Jones for long. Even though Manning's Patrick Smith / Getty Images. Be careful what you ask for, right? If the Chargers get the right offer, they shouldn't hesitate to pull the trigger on the running back, who asked for a new contract or a trade. Gordon may deserve it. Austin Ekeler has proven to be an electric presence in the Chargers' backfield. Second year, AP photo / Stevenson. There has been no news of Gordon applying for reinstatement from the suspension that has caused him to miss the better part of 4 seasons, but he got in work with Tom Brady this offseason. The fact that the Dak Prescott? No. Amari Cooper? Not happening. Ezekiel Elliott? Nah. The Cowboys are hammering away at deals with their big stars, but I am beginning to grow suspicious that they'll complete these deals before the start of the regular season. Dallas seems to be. That can't be an easy deal to finalize. Kirby Lee, USA Today Sports. Shanahan and Garoppolo have quietly flown under the radar for a poor body of work in 2018. In fact, in 2017, the duo had just 5 games to work together. After 5 wins, AP photo / David Richard. For 29 franchises, this wouldn't be a bold take. But for the Browns, they will find something to gripe about eventually. Ben Roethlisberger, Steve Mitchell, USA Today Sports. The Dolphins may end up being the most surprising team in the NFL. New head coach the hype could build in training camp. Troy Tarmina, USA Today Sports. He's a long-term strategist who never makes a wrong move. But on occasion, Andrew Luck is playing like a top 5 quarterback, which will cover up all sorts of roster-building problems. But it's easy to look EPAEFE / Tannen Morey. Chicago's roster is full of names whose hype exceeds their production. Wideout Allen Rock. While the Bears exceeded expectations as a team in 2018, there wasn't an individual player on offense who wowed. And they didn't seem to. Jeff Burke, USA Today Sports. Don't worry, when Jay Gruden gets fired, the next coach will put Haskins into a starting role. Still, sorry, not a bold take. Just a good one. The Hall of Fame game is technically football, in the same way that a Big Mac is technically a burger. The first bite is Jamie Squire / Getty Images. I know what it looks like, and the Rams then drafted running back Darrell Henderson in the 3rd round. The sequence of events, but LA signed Gurley to a 4-year, $57.5 million contract. They're not getting